You want to take yourself off to Brighton for today, Alf? Give your missus a treat while you got a chance, eh? Wouldn't mind a day off myself.
Hey, I want my salad tomatoes. They're 1 and 2 a pound. Here, £2 for 2 bob, Dick. Rock hard salad. They're only 1 and 2 a pound. Here, who wants them? £2 for 2 bob. They are the best English tomatoes, them, 1 and 2 a pound.
£2, please.
£2, lady.
May I have the small ones, please?
Well, I ain't got time to sort them out. You want them or don't you?
Yes, all right.
They are £2 for you, madam, 2 bob.
Well, he can't see me till the morning. Now, I done my best, Del. Just hark at him.
Now, I told you, lady, no half a pound.
I only want £1/2.
I don't serve half pounds, yes, sir?
£1, please.
Pound for you, sir.
Can't afford more than £1/2.
Well, I don't serve half pounds, only pounds and £2.
Oh, why can't you have £1/2?
Because I say so, sonny. Here, 1 and 3.
You're the server, you know.
Here, now, look. You take your money back and clear off, and don't come back neither.
You're very important.
Go on,
Come on,
clear
don't
off,
take
tell
any
me
notice
how to
of
run
it.
my business.
They sell them after this
That's
one
mine,
further along
clear
here.
off, sell it how I like.
Outrage.
Here, 1 and 2 a pound, these.
I done what I
£2
can.
for 2 bob. Who wants them? Rock hard salad tomatoes. They're only 1 and 2 a pound.
And that was the first I knew. Little message from the town hall the night before last telling me not to come out because they were going to have the road up. Well, I'd already got me stock in, hadn't I? I mean to say 50 handles of mush on me hands. Well, that's bad enough, but what about that road next to me? They let him come out. Now, you tell me, Polly, were those roadworks on my site or on his?
Oh, about in the middle, I should say.
And how long have I been in this market? And my father before me. Now, didn't he have that pitch?
Do me a favour, Alf. I was born this century.
When I have to make way for a monster like Bert Fowler.
Yes, the fewer of his sort we had about the market, the better I'd like it.
That is a sentiment with which we all agree.
Good morning, all.
Hello, Sammy.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, back to the grind again, all right today, then, Alf?
Yes.
Tea and toast, sir.
Tell Alf. And don't be mean with the butter. Here. I see this coloured boy says he'll take our chap in the first round. I reckon he will in all.
Sam, Alf lost a day's work yesterday and lost all his stock.
Yeah, I know. Having a word with Meade about it later.
Slightly behindhand, if I might venture an opinion.
1 tea.
Tell Alf. All right, Addy. I'll buy it.
Well, from what Alf says, it all seems to have been done in a very high-handed manner.
Well, they're putting this new cable in for the council flats.
Yeah, I know all about that. I may not be the chairman of the association, but it seems to me that something's wrong.
Go on.
Well, there ought to have been some proper consultation. They ought to have come and told us about it. Did Meade say anything to you about it?
If he had, I'd have passed the message on.
Then Meade is in the wrong, and someone ought to point that out to him.
Why did he let Bert Fowler come out and not me?
Favour.
Well, how should I know?
Well, you are the chairman, Sam.
Well, we got elections coming up soon. You know what you can do about it.
Well, that has nothing to do with it, does it?
Oh, like the flowers that bloom in the spring, eh? Oh, Addy, tell me what you do about it. Go on, I'd like to know.
Well, I think if we're going to have any standing with the council at all, then we ought to take up and fight all the way every case where a decent stallholder like Alf suffers from unfair discrimination.
Tell me how.
Using the law. I mean, we've all got legal rights in this market, haven't we?
Take him to court, eh? I did that in a case about 6 years back. You remember, Paul, over them parking meters? Oh, everyone thought it was a great idea. Till it came to dipping in their pockets to pay the fees.
Well, I happen to have a customer who's one of the leading barristers in the land, and he said any time we wanted any advice, he'd be only too glad to help.
Oh, I see. So you think we go further by treating me like an enemy?
The point is, Sam, how long can we go on affording to treat him like a friend?
There you are. More butter than bread there, so we'll have no more complaints, thank you.
Well, Sam?
You got the talk all right, Addy. But it's all wind and dirty water. Now, you elected me chairman, so I'll handle it my way, right?
Here, come on.
Have some more breakfast, Paul. I ain't hungry.
Coming out, Mum. I've got to go and get the rest of them grapefruit. Yes, all right, Daddy. Just finished me tea.
3 rousing cheers for the chairman, eh, Harry?
It won't be long, Mr. Mead. He just went off to the cafe. Oh, there he is now. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Mr. Mead. I'm glad you came down.
If it's about the tickets for the fight, don't worry. I've got a couple lined up.
No, it's not that. Joey, I won't be long. Get these Williamsons out with the bag. I've got a fresh load coming in later. Buy your shan't, Mr. Mead.
Right, Sam. Morning, Mr. Gershon.
Morning, Mr. Mead.
Oh, now I feel human again. You know, we ought to put up a statue to the geezer who thought of having a special licence boozing parlour in Honey Lane.
I always thought that was you, Billy.
Oh, turn it up, Mr. Mead. I was a bloke who said they should give away free beer. Before me time, it's always been my trouble. I'll see you.
Bit of a lad now, Billy. You know how he makes it pay.
Works at it like the rest of us. What do you have?
No. This is on me. 2 scotches. Large ones. Yes. I've been promised ringside seats. As soon as I hear, I'll let you know.
Look, Mr. Mead.
Promises to be quite a tussle. I'll tell you one thing, Sam. In your younger days, you could have taken on both of them, eh? Yeah. These kids today, they don't know what the fight game is. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, Mr. Mead. I wanted to talk to you about this business with Alf Gershon yesterday.
We'll come to that later.
Look, I got a living to get out there.
All right, Sam. Come on. What's on your mind?
Why you told Alf not to come out and let that monkey Fowler have a day's work?
So that's the size of it.
Also the way it happened. Alf's lumber with stock he can't shift because he didn't get proper notice.
Well, don't blame me for that. We didn't get the notice ourselves the day before yesterday. I admit it was a bit quick, but you know what these people are like. They have to fit the jobs in when they got the labour.
You could still have told us what was going on.
Oh, no, Sam, not that again. Now, look, if a quick decision has got to be made, especially if it's an unpopular one, you've got no time to mess about with committees. Let one man make up his mind.
Are you decided against Alf?
Well, as a matter of fact, it was my deputy, Mr. Took, who decided.
Took?
Now, I know what you're going to say. Bert Fowler's a villain. We all know that. I can't tell you the complaints we've had about him down at the town hall. Short wait, abusive language, dodgy gear. As a matter of fact, we've had a complaint in about him only yesterday. That's one of the reasons why I come down here.
Sam, you better get outside. We've got a spot of bother. We're trying to sort it out.
Told you before to watch where you're bloody going. Chasing up and down like a ruddy lunatic. Look at all this gear.
It wasn't Danny's fault. You pulled out back.
Go on, he shoved into me.
Who's he calling a lunatic? Here, get back to the store.
So you are. Your mummy ought to have you put away.
Make no business with him, Danny.
Look, he pulled out backwards. You ought to be in a bin.
Don't talk like that to him.
Well, I ain't paying for this. Every bloody penny you pay for.
No, you pulled out into me.
Don't come at me.
All right, man. All right, Paul, what happened?
Ask him. All my gear, that is. Well, I ain't paying for it.
Calm down, Bert.
Every bloody penny.
I want to have a word with you. Come on.
Oh, no, not now. For Pete's sake, I've got this to clear
This
up.
won't take long. You can leave that for a minute. Come on, over
What he's
here.
done on his gear.
You never ought to be allowed in the market in the first place.
He pulled out. I saw him with my own eyes. It's not your fault, Danny.
It was too late for me to pull up.
All right. Let's forget about it. Don't upset yourself,
Come
Danny.
on, Danny. Who's on that corner, arching and barging? And don't get us apart, for God's sake! Well, don't go like a bloody caterpillar, neither.
Well, what did he have to say?
We didn't have much time to get down to it.
I see. Well, I've been talking to 1 or 2 of the lads, and we're going to have a little conference this evening in the Duchess.
Conference to do what?
Oh, just to talk things over. See you then, Sam. After all, we can't do anything without our chairman, can we?
Your guarantee of quality, buy where you see this sign. Well, they ought to know, eh, Sam?
Oh, say what you got to say and clear off, eh, Bet?
Yeah, that's no way to talk to a fellow member of the association, is it, Sam?
Not in my book, you ain't. You haven't paid your dues for a year.
Yeah, well, I know I've been acting a goat, but come to straighten myself out. Here. That makes it kosher.
Now hold your fire.
Here, don't tell me I've been scrubbed out. Nobody told me. I wouldn't want to lose me little board. No one would buy from me, would they?
Just pick up your loot and take a walk.
Now, look here, Sam. I joined up a couple of years ago. And if I pay, I'm still in. Now, there's me money.
What did Meade say to you this morning?
Nothing much. Told me a few lies, I told him a few back. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do, Sam. Here's a contribution from Bert Fowler to the Widows and Orphans Fund. Fair enough?
You're trying to straighten me out. We haven't got a Widows and Orphans Fund.
No Widows and Orphans Fund, eh? Respectable body like this. Well, you just do what you think best with it, eh? Yeah, what is this, Sam? You governor of this poxy mob, or ain't you? Don't you want to keep your membership up? What is the association, anyway? Just a little racket for Sam English and a few of his cronies? Your guarantee of quality, buy where you see this sign. Sure.
Wow. Well, I mean, my memory goes back, you see, Polly. My memory goes... Oh, well done, Dave. To the day, you know, when a copper used to stand on the corner of Honey Lane, blow a tin whistle, 6 o'clock in the morning, and every stall owner used to run and push and shove and fight just to set himself a pitch for the day. Well, cheers, Dave.
Yeah. Cheers, Dave. Yeah, Friday night, my old man used to sleep out there, be ready for Saturday's market. My old lady used to take him tea and hot spuds, keep him warm.
Well, I mean, I could tell you,
Here's a soda and 6 million.
You see, in those days, every riff-raff who could push a barrack could get themselves a pitch.
That's before we had the licensing regulations.
Yeah, well, that is what the public don't realise, you see, Polly.
You got us mastered around anywhere?
They think that a properly licensed trader in a street market and a batter boy in a side street are one and the same thing.
Oh, no.
No, well, we all know that is not so, but you see...
Are you sure you haven't got a mustard in
Must
anywhere?
you keep pushing and shoving all over the place, then?
Well, how do you expect me to eat me sausage without any mustard on it?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, dear, you can't have a civilised... It's a thing of a past around here, a civilised discussion, you know. Oh, hello, Sam.
What you lot drinking, then?
That's very nice of you, Sam. I'll have another scotch.
Same, Dave?
No, I'm fine as it is, Tom.
Usual, Paul?
I'll line up another, thanks, Sammy.
2 scotch and a start.
You know, Sam, I was just saying...
What about you, Billy?
Oh, that's very munificent of you, Sam, but I'm all right as I am.
A lot of years to go.
Oh, it does, you know.
You know, I was just saying, how the status of the licensed street trader has gone up over the years, Sam. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Annie. And what do you put that down to, then?
Undoubtedly due to the determination of the street trader himself through his association to insist on his rights and privileges. Now, this is a struggle that's been going on throughout my life, and will go on a long time yet before we get all we want for our members.
Yeah, the never-ending struggle of the market man to slit his neighbour's throat, stab him in the back, and keep one hand free at the same time to clean out the till. Well, Sam.
So, Billy. Come on. Get out.
You're not a meaty basket, innit?
Oh, you're quite right, Addy. But you're forgetting one thing.
What's that, Sam?
Well, I was one of the founders of the association round here.
So was I, Sam. No one is forgetting that.
Maybe things were different in them days. Maybe people did more for each other. Or maybe it's just because I was younger. I've had my eyes open a few times since then. We're a selfish mob in Honey Lane. We don't come down here to help each other out. We come to make a living. There's nothing wrong with that. Only you mustn't expect too much from us, that's all.
Just the same, Sam. Alf Gershon, one of our oldest and most respected members, came to you yesterday with a complaint of victimization.
Wrong again, Harry, wrong again. Meade wouldn't victimize no one.
We all seen what happened, Sammy.
Oh, I tell you, Meade, straight. Now, if you don't believe me, ask round sometime what happens in some of the other markets.
Not about me. What about his deputy, Took?
Don't knock it.
The place will have been once already.
Yeah. I thought about that. But Took couldn't put anything past me.
Oh, come on. You listen to this. Listen. A couple of days back, I seen Took and Bert Fowler and a right old clinch in the corner of Apple Yard about lunchtime. Nipped back for some more stock, didn't I?
The timing's right, too.
I mean, they wouldn't be talking about the latest fashions, would they?
I suggest, Sam, that someone might have been got at. Anyway, we're unhappy about the whole position.
Yes, we are. Are we?
Yes, we've had a little talk about it, and we've decided the time has come to make a stand. Otherwise, the association is going to count for nothing at all.
What sort of stand?
The next issue that comes up, wherever it is, when a trader is victimised by the council, then we take it up and we fight it all the way, lawyers, courts, appeals, the lot. I mean, that way they're going to realise it's going to be much easier to come to us and ask our opinion first before deciding who is going to work and who isn't. Right?
Come off it, Addy. If it was fixed, Meade would want to be the first to know.
That is the way we feel about it, Sam. I mean, no one can afford to lose a day's work.
Especially at this time of year, gentlemen. You know what I mean?
Well, let me go and see Meade again first.
No one is stopping you, Sam. You go ahead, have your nice, friendly little chat with me. But it won't make any difference to us, you know. This has nothing to do with personalities. It's a question of the association. Yes.
We're proud.
Yes.
See ya.
He
didn't knock that, did he? Didn't knock that.
No, he didn't knock it. Well, I think the next round's on me. Will you ever serve again?
Well, that's very nice of you, Harold. After all, it's got nothing to do with personalities, is it? I'll have a large scotch, please.
What's wrong, Sam? Nothing good enough for you? You can't have better than ringside seats. I know. You want to get up on the canvas and fight yourself, eh?
Perhaps you'd better find someone else to sell them to.
Sell? But I'm giving them to you, Sam. I wouldn't take money from you.
Then you better give them to someone else.
All right, Sam. Out with it. What's on your mind?
There's a lot of feeling about this business with Elf Gershon.
Oh, no, not that again. Can't you bury the dead?
We're still unhappy about it, how it happened. There's a lot of talk.
I see. Come in a minute, will you please, Mr. Took?
Yes, sir?
Tell Mr. English why you let Bert Fowler come out instead of Alf Gershon the other day.
Well, it wasn't an easy decision. I had to go on the information supplied to me by the Works Committee. And according to them, they'd be working right on Mr. Gershon's pitch. I have the report inside if you wish.
No, that's all right. Satisfied?
It's been said you were seen having a chat with Bert Fowler a little earlier on that day in Apple Yard.
Is that true?
Yes, sir, quite true.
What was it about?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was having a quiet word with him about his conduct at the store. We get quite a few complaints about him in here, you know. Well, I thought it might do some good, sir.
Was this chat before or after you knew about the works?
Now, that's enough, Sam. I know what you're getting at. You know I've never stood for anything like that in this office. If you think Bert Fowler's been getting any favours here... well, you better take a look at that.
When was this decided?
3 days ago. That's what I was talking to him about yesterday.
I see.
Thank you, Mr. Took.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Mr. English.
Well, I better be getting back.
Sam, how long have you and I been working together on this job?
You tell me.
20 years, isn't it? That's why I find this very hard to take.
All right. Let's forget about it.
We've had our ups and downs, but I always thought that you and I talked the same language. I'd hate to think of it ending up on a note like this.
Yeah, what do you mean ending up?
Well, we all have to end up sometime. I'm packing it in the end of the summer.
Retiring?
I'm over 60. Don't you believe it?
Well, I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry, straight up. I'll have to look a long way to find one like you.
I'll find someone.
Has anyone been mentioned?
I wouldn't know. They'll advertise the job. Between ourselves, they won't look far beyond these 4 walls.
Took?
He's had the experience. That's what counts.
You were pretty green when you started.
Times are different. More wide boys around now than there were then. Took's all right. He'll do a good job. Now, are you sure you won't change your mind about these tickets? You don't know what I went through to get them. That was real corruption. Well, you coming with me?
Lovely beans, fresh this morning, eat like butter.
Treats are sixpence, sixpence of grapefruit.
Fresh tomatoes.
Aubergines, avocados, courgettes. Yes, love.
Do you know anything about Petrushka?
Say that again?
Petrushka, it's a kind of...
Yeah, I know what it is. It's a Russian ballet. Here, I'll dance it for you if you like. Here, Here. You're not doing the bookings for the working men's clubs, are you?
No, not the ballet, it's a herb.
Petrushka.
Yes, it's dark green, it's got sort of curly edges.
Oh, Petrushka! Yeah, I'm with you now. Yeah, it's a kind of overgrown parsley, only twice as strong.
That's right.
Yeah, the old people used to stick it in a soup.
That's the stuff.
Oh, Petrushka, I haven't heard that for years. Well, why don't you say so?
Yes.
Nah, you pronounced it wrong, didn't you?
Petrushka.
No, that's the Russian way. Now, my old bubba, she come from Poland. Now, she used to call it Piatichka. Not Petrushka, Piatichka. Well, it's not the same thing at all, is it?
No, I suppose not. How much is it?
Well, you want to buy some? I'll tell you what you do. You nip round the corner, you get on the 31 bus, ask the conductor to put you off when you get to the middle of Warsaw. No, love, you won't get any around here.
Well, never mind, thank you.
No, hang on a minute. Look, why not have some onions? Look, make him a nice gazpacho, jazz him up a bit.
What?
Gazpacho.
What's that?
Oh, it's the Spanish opera, isn't it?
£4 of best lamb.
I didn't mean £4. I meant 4 plums.
You said £4.
No, I didn't really. 4. I just said 4.
We don't sell them by the each, we sell them by the pound.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Joey, give him 4 plums.
Take home some beauty. If you don't like the flowers, cut off the heads. The stems are beautiful.
Well, mate, how's your change?
Get up some more pines, will you, Joey?
Righto. 4 plums. Do you think he's keeping a shop? Well, Sam, how did your friendly little chat with me go, then?
We haven't got a case. At least nothing that makes stick.
I see. He talked you round, did he?
Now, don't push it, Eddie.
Do you still think it was just a simple coincidence that Bert Fowler came out and Alf didn't?
No, I think I might have been fixed.
Oh, no, we are progressing. By me?
No, not by me. By Took, but we never prove it.
I see. So what are you going to do about it now?
I've got no choice, have I? It's as you said, Eddie. I'm only the chairman, not the association. We'll do what you all decided the other night. The next case that comes along where we can do something, we fight it all the way. Now, that should start sorting out the men from the boys round here.
Well, they won't need a medical examination, will it? You know, it's just possible you might get re-elected next time round, Sam.
Here, Sam.
Oh, Bert, what do you want?
Run your eyeballs over that. Well, read it.
I don't have to.
It's an order from the council taking away me bleeding licence. Well, I know the law round here. They can't do it.
Well, Eddie?
Bloody, I'm talking to you, not him. He ain't chairman of the association, is he?
The grounds are quite clearly stated. Misconduct. I don't think it's any concern of ours.
Misconduct. Some silly old cow who's got nothing better to do goes and kicks up a rout at town hall because she's too mean to fork out a lousy bob for a pound of tomatoes. Misconduct. Who sells £half round here? All your profit goes in a bag.
Just the same, there's no smoke when
You shut your hole. I want you to take it up for me.
Sam can't decide a thing like that. That's what he said.
For the last time, I ain't talking to you, so run away.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Well, Sam, are you taking me on?
All right, Bert, I'll take it up for you.
That's all I wanted to know. They can't take a bloke's living away just like that. I know me rights.
Have you taken leave of your senses,
That's
Sam?
what we settled, isn't it? The next case that comes up, well, this is it.
Yeah,
Yes, love?
Haven't you any pears today?
Pears, yes, we've got some up here, Williams's. How many you like?
I thought you always kept them down here in the corner.
Well, now we got them up here. We fancied a change, yeah. The same pears, look for yourself. Couple of pounds.
No, I think I'll leave it for today, thank you.
Now, look, Sam, just a minute.
Harry, let's have another of those little conferences of yours, eh? Tonight. I'll see you there.
Just so that there's no misunderstanding between you and me, Sam, as far as I'm concerned, you're on your own tonight. You can count me out.
Ah, listen
No,
to me.
I'm not having any arguments, Sam. It's either him or me. I never heard of anything like it in my life. I'm tearing up my card if you go on like this.
It's not a question of you or him. It's all of us, you silly old kipper.
Bert's not even in the association.
That's something you've got to talk about when you come to the meeting.
Now, Sam, I've got no time to be bothered with meetings.
Well, how will you know what it's all about?
I'll know. Anyway, there'll be plenty there feel the same way as I do. Don't worry. See ya.
See ya. Oh.
My boy Danny may be 1 and 9 for 2 bob upstairs, but he's a good boy. I mean, he gets into trouble now and again, but he never starts nothing. Now, you saw what happened with that monkey Fowler.
Go on, he is. He's past it, isn't he? But why the hell do we have to fight battles for it?
Yeah.
Well, well.
Oh, good.
What a turn up for the book, eh? Didn't know I had so many friends. Well, who's going to be first to buy me a drink, then?
This is a private meeting. You're not invited.
Oh, well, I'll leave you to it, then.
Ah, come on. What'll you have, dear boy?
Well, that's very British of you, Billy. I'll have a double Scotch and water, then.
Take that couple, will you? Well, how long since you've been to a meeting of the Noble Guild of the Costermongers?
Oh, I didn't know you bothered yourself with them.
What, me? Found a member. Here, let me tell you one of the golden rules. You don't want to pay no attention to all this talk about all for one and one for all. It's the strongest to the front and the weakest to the wayside. You wouldn't believe the capers some of us get up to. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, Harry Johnson not shown yet?
He's probably got something a bit more kosher than this bloody farce.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Right, Sam, we want to know what a bleeding hell you think you're playing at.
We're not playing at anything, Dave. What's at stake affects all of us.
Yeah, rally round a flag out Bert Fowler. You've got to be joking.
Ah, steady on. We haven't decided to have a go yet.
I thought you made up your mind already.
I can't do that, Mayo.
Well, why are we wasting time then? Because I'll tell you, Sam, no one else wants to.
Now, listen. I never believed in fighting Meade because he's always been on our side. Now, you all know that, so don't pretend you don't. But I got news for you. Meade's jacking it in, retiring at the end of the summer.
So?
So at the moment, the odds are in his sidekick too getting the job. Now, I don't have to spell that out for you, do I? You know what that means.
At a bloody end.
Exactly.
So what's the ruddy good with taking up a case like this then, Sam?
Because that's what it's all about. We've got to have a precedent.
I know, but Bert Fowler, look, can't you hang on a bit, see how things turn out?
You mean wait till Took moves in?
Today, tomorrow, what's the odds?
Because once a man like that starts working, it's too late. A couple of favours here, a few threats there, some blackmail in a few places. And before you know where you are, everybody's got their heads full of little schemes to protect their own hides, and it's too late. Nobody will speak a word out of place. Now, believe me, I know what it's all about, and now's the time, Dave.
But they'll never let us have anything to do with the licensing, will we, anyway?
Well, we've never tried, have we? Blimey, I thought you were all spoiling for a fight. Ain't that what the beef's been about all these weeks? Well, I'm telling you, now's the time.
It's a bit warmer in here. Good evening, good evening. Oh, James, Polly, Jerry. Sorry we're a bit late, Sam. Come in, Mrs. Skevington. Excuse me there. Now, I did think it would help us all if we had a little guidance from the legal mind. Now, I'm sure you've all seen Mr. Skevington in the market.
Yeah, hello.
Mr. Skevington, may I introduce the chairman of our association, Sam English.
How do you do?
I hope he's got more idea of the law than he has about buying flowers.
I'll have you know, Billy, that Mr. Skeffington has been a customer of mine since before he was called to the bar.
Talking of which, what do you fancy? Oh, that's very nice. Gin and tonic, please.
And I'll have the same too. Thank you very much, Dave. Ice and lemon.
How about you, sir? Usual, Dave.
I'm sure you've had a busy time. Do sit down, Mr. Skeffington. Yes, that's right. Rest your feet. How are you?
I've never known Harry drink gin before.
It's a free country, ain't it? I mean, you can change your drink just like you can change your tune when it suits you.
Pack it in. I packed it in years ago. Hey?
What's the game? Who asked you to bring him along?
Well, you know, I thought you were so keen, Sam, on taking up Bert Fowler's case that you might be in need of a little legal advice. Always trying to be helpful, you know. Now, will you take the chair, Mr. Chairman? There we are, then. How's it going? Now then, shall we get down to business? Now, I've laid the bare facts before our friend here, and frankly, I'm very sorry to say he doesn't give us much of a chance.
Well, you see, in a case like this, it all boils down to a question of precedence. That is to say...
Yeah, we know what a precedent is.
Quite so. But I'm afraid they're all against you, and unless you can change the law, it seems to me...
The law's supposed to protect our rights.
In this case, the council only has to show that this man Fowler has broken the regulations governing street trading, and they've got a watertight case.
But has he?
Oh, dear, Sam, now, come on, be reasonable.
Harry, wait. I want to know how he's broken the law.
Well, in paragraph 21, subsection 3A, it states clearly that a borough council may refuse to grant or renew a license in the case of... Oh, where is it? In the case of misconduct or any other sufficient reason, which in their opinion...
Exactly. Now, that's the joker, isn't it? Sufficient reason.
Yeah, but it only has to be sufficient in their opinion, doesn't it?
I thought you were on our side.
Well, of course I am, Sam, you know that, but the law... well done, Dave. Thank you very much. Cheers, old son. There we go.
Now, as I see it, a man has a right to take his case to a magistrate's court to appeal against the council.
That is so.
And what happens if the beak says the council is wrong?
Man keeps his license.
Exactly. So the council's opinion isn't everything.
Well, of course not. But if they're both making up their minds on the same evidence, they'll both come to the same conclusion.
But it won't be the same. As things are, we can't say anything to the council. But there's nothing to stop a mouthpiece for all of us. You, for instance, if your fee's all right.
Now, hang on a minute, Sam. I mean, Mr. Skeffington has gone to a great deal of trouble to come here tonight.
I'm afraid I couldn't do that. You need a solicitor. I can only give you friendly advice.
Okay, I get it. Harry's invited you to our little meeting for reasons best known to himself. But, as you're here, let's take advantage of this friendly advice. Now, let's say, for the sake of argument, that you was to get up in court and say that Bert Fowler's not guilty of misconduct and ought not to have his license took away.
Oh, come on, Beak.
Now. That would be new evidence, wouldn't it?
Well, if you think anyone is going to do that for Bert Fowler, then...
But I'm not saying
that!
I'm only saying that as things are, we've as much right to be consulted as the council when it comes to shutting down a stall, and it's nothing to do with whether we happen to like the man in question or if he belongs to the association or not. It's something that affects all of us. That's why we've got to fight Bert Fowler's case.
The man in question don't even seem interested enough to stay and hear the result. I vote we drop the whole thing.
Well, that shows what he thinks of us. I must say I agree with David.
Well, I think that goes for all of us. I mean, if we fight this case... I said if we fight it, Dave, then it is going to make the association into a laughingstock.
Yes.
And that's what you think it is now. All right, I'm agreeing with you. Let's give it some teeth.
Here. And the worst that can happen is it can lose out. Then it won't be any grief among you lot if that happens.
Listen, you lot of dead bodies. Of course we won't win the first time, but we'll be showing them where we stand. And we've got to start now before Took moves in and starts getting us all at each other's throats.
Oh, well, if you're not going to win, that's different then. I mean, if you can give your word that monkey Fowler's going to be out of here for good, I'll support you.
I'll support you not.
Well said, Folly Love. And that just about sums it up. There's only one problem, though. Now, what happens if you win?
Come in.
I wanted to word with Mr. Mead, but he don't seem to be about.
You know as well as I do, Fowler, that Mr. Mead goes out for a quick one about this time of day.
Is that a fact? Well, I'll just have to make do with you then, won't I?
I didn't say you could sit down either.
Now, why don't you relax, Tookie, old pal? I don't see no one else about, do you? You can afford to be your natural generous self.
Nothing I can do for you, Fowler. You've been told to go, and you'll have to go.
Yeah, that's very handsome, that is. After all the good turns I've done for you in the past.
Don't you come that one either. You'll be out of your depth in no time.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. You mean blackmail? Me? Ah, come off it. You know me better than that.
So long as you know where you stand.
Yeah, that'd be funny, that would. I can just see me going down to town hall, blabbing me mouth off about you and your little tricks. Now, who'd believe a black-hearted tyke like Fowler?
You've got the point.
Even if I could prove that I handed you a little consideration in return for services rendered over certain roadworks.
Which you can't?
Which I wouldn't want. I mean, you and me can do each other a lot more favours. Why spoil it?
I'm sorry, Fowler, but you're dead. You've had 7 days' notice to go on. You've got one more to go on, then out.
Well, I'll have you know I've got the Honey Lane Street Traders Association on my side.
Go on.
They mean business, believe me. You should have been at the meeting the other night. I've got top legal brains fighting for me.
Yes, we know all about that. It won't do you any good.
They got a lot of support.
And since when have you been so keen on a mob like that?
Well, it suits me, doesn't it? And you know what? I think you ought to give them what they want.
You do, eh?
And what's more, you'd be doing yourself a favour at the same time.
And how's that?
You want me to work it out for you? Look, Sam English and his mob are fighting for me, aren't they? But he don't expect to win. He don't even want to win this time. Now, if you was to make sure that he did win, there's quite a few down here wouldn't thank him for it.
You're too modest, Fowler.
Yeah, well, I don't mind people hating me. I like it. It means they keep their nose out of my business. But that's what could be useful to you.
Useful?
You're going to be boss man down here soon, aren't you? Now, you don't want no association or the like making trouble for you. And it wouldn't be hard for them to make all sorts of trouble for the sort of business you run.
So?
So? Get me reinstated? All your troubles are over.
And how do you make that out?
Well, as soon as they show signs of forgetting, I'll start a row down there for you. And that'll remind them that but for Sam English and his association, I wouldn't be there at all.
And what would that cost me?
Whatever it cost you, be worth it, wouldn't it? You're going to meet a mate down there, Tookie. Oh, and by the way, I've got a load of cherries coming in the day after tomorrow. Cost me a pony, they did. I wouldn't like to see them go to waste. Take care of yourself, eh?
What did friend Fowler want?
Fowler?
I just saw him leaving the building.
Oh, we just wanted to know if we'd change our mind.
Huh. Yeah.
Yes, he told the old hard luck story about his wife and kids. Said he'd be a good boy in the future. Well, usual thing.
Has he got a wife and kids?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, the market would be a better place without him. What's all this?
I came while you were out from the legal department. They've had notice of the appeal the market committee are putting in.
What the hell's got into Sam English? Why can't they trust us to do our jobs properly? They're too damned independent. That's the trouble with that lot in Honey Lane. Too damned independent.
Actually, sir, I've been thinking about this Fowler business.
Well, what about it?
Well, you've got on very well with Sam English these past few years, and his committee.
You don't have to rub that in.
Yeah, it seems a shame it should all break up over a little matter like Bert Fowler.
Little?
Well, we do need these people's cooperation. And when a new man takes over, it's going to be even more important. Well, goodwill counts for a lot. You always tell me that.
Well, I've given the matter a lot of thought. There's nothing else I can do.
Yes, yes. It's just that if it goes to a court case, it could do untold harm. Supposing you do give them what they want.
Reinstate Bert Fowler? Oh, no.
Well, only till things cool down. It's just that, well, coming on top of this business with Alf Gershon, it's created a situation. Why not wait a while? And think of yourself, sir.
Me?
Well, I know this has meant a great deal to you.
Go on.
Well, it seems so unfortunate, especially now when you're about to retire. Look, everyone in Honey Lane thinks you've done a marvellous job all these years. Oh, I hear them talking. They respect you. It just seems a great pity that it all should... Look, I hope you don't mind me talking like this.
No, not at all.
Yes, well, will that be all for tonight, sir?
Yeah.
Then I'll be getting along. Good night, sir.
Good night.
How come you never went to the fight then? Why, you got the tickets all lined up. Think me'd get them for you? That'll cost you 3 and 4, my dear. What a fight, though, eh? So that bloke Rock was saying he'd knock our boy out in the first round.
Just taking a blow, Joey.
Right.
Always a great pleasure serving you, madam. And I hope I see you again very, very soon.
Lovely, great.
Harry, you've got time for a noggin tonight. I want to chat 1 or 2 things over with you.
Sorry, Sam, I promised the better half I'd be home nice and early. Some other time. Who wants the freezers? And they're fresh. Cut them myself this morning at Kew. Come along now.
Lovely, great.
Hi, Dave. Doing all right?
Lovely, great.
You all right?
This is all you're doing, Sam. Who's going to join the association now? It doesn't mean a thing down here anymore. You've busted up, Sam. That's what you've done. A lifetime's work. It's just a protection racket for villains like him.
Terry Wright, here, our first arrival was £2 a pound. Yeah, 2 bob for 3 and a tanner, £2.
Half a pound of cherries, please.
I don't serve £1, sir.
But you've got them here for sale. I want half a pound.
No £1. £2 for you, madam.
I was first. I want half a pound of those cherries.
I'm not arguing. I don't serve £1.
You refuse to serve me? I shall report you to the committee.
Here, what the hell are you doing?
You're not a member. You can't put up the sign.
Oh, that one. Well, you can keep that one, mate. I've still got this one. That's the only one that counts, me licence. Cherry Wright, £2 a pound. £2 for 3 and a tanner. £2 for the lady here, then. Here, on then, look, £2 of beautiful cherries, 3 and a tanner. Well, they're a pound for 2 bob. £2 for the lady there. Here, who else wants a bob? £2 for the gentleman there.